Good morning, Cedar Park, and welcome to the Wolfcast. Today is Wednesday, May 1st, and it's a B-Day.
On today's show and this morning's brief, we'll find out about how Beyonce responded to a viral TikTok.
Plus, on an all-new Pack Chat, is cyberstalking is now in.
And catch a fresh pet of the week.
Turn it up because the Wolfcast starts now.
Good morning, Cedar Park, and welcome back to the Wolfcast. I'm Maddie Cooper, in for Kira Cox, and I'm joined this morning by Reed Cummins and Lulu Lynch.
Broadcast annual variety show Cedar Park Tonight is just a few days away and expected to be a packed lineup.
This is also the second year talent show portion has been added alongside other games and performances.
CPHS news reporter and sports director Reese Elizondo joins us now with more.
Thanks, Maddie. As the broadcast team is in a week of rehearsals for CPT, we took a sneak peek behind the scenes.
This year will be the 7th annual Cedar Park Tonight Show, and will also be the second year to incorporate a talent show portion. Cedar Park used to hold annual talent shows for over 10 years, but after bringing it back last year, there are no plans to take it away again. Producer of the show, Kason Johnson, hopes that the addition of the talent show will help draw people to the actual show itself.
And I feel like it incorporates more students to actually be able to participate and get excited about the show, which brings in more of their friends, which brings in more audience members, and not only helps the show's performance, but also helps the show's spark factor. It's very fun to see.
There's always a variety of acts at any given talent show, but someone who hopes to leave an impression on the judges is Junior Nolan Park, who will be unicycling.
I mean, they'll probably have a lot of piano players, instrument players, dancers, things like that, but this might be a little more interesting that they haven't seen as often.
The winner of the talent show gets $100 and second place gets $50. But the talent show isn't all about winning. It's about letting people express themselves through doing something that they love.
CPT is this Friday in the Pack at 7 p.m., so we hope to see y'all there. And good luck to all those competing in the talent show. With CPHS News reporting for the Wolfcast, I'm Reese Elizondo.
Thanks, Reese. We're really excited for the show this year.
Just a reminder that CPT is this Friday in the Pack at 7 p.m.
That's right. Tickets can be found on our Instagram at CPHS News, online at cphsbroadcast.com, or you can buy them at the door.
Coming up, Jack Cooper joins us with today's headlines in the brief right after this break.
Come to Cedar Park tonight.
Good morning, Cedar Park. I'm Jack Cooper, and here's what's going on today. First, last night, the NYPD cleared out a building occupied by Columbia University student protesters. The building, known as the Hamilton Hall, was taken over by protesters on Monday evening. Protesters first received an ultimatum from the college requesting them to cease the protest, but instead began the occupation of the building. Police officers were able to breach the building through an upstairs window and storm the hallways carrying riot shields and made dozens of arrests. Next, the DEA is looking to reclassify marijuana as a lower-risk drug for medical use. The drug will switch from a Schedule I substance, such as heroin, to a Schedule III substance, such as Tylenol mixed with codeine. This won't legalize marijuana for recreational use and will still require a prescription from a doctor or medical professional. These changes will also open doors for a medical research perspective. And finally, Beyonce sent flowers to a 2-year-old boy after a viral TikTok. In the video, young Tyler repeatedly asked his mother, "Where's Beyonce?" and claimed he and Beyonce were friends. The video posted by Tyler's mother now has over 29 million views and eventually found its way to Beyonce. She sent him flowers and a note that reads, "To my friend, Tyler, I see your halo." Let's take a look.
Beyonce.
What?
What's Beyonce?
Where or who?
Who is Beyonce?
Beyonce's in her house, baby. You like her songs?
Can I visit Beyonce?
So, what do you guys think?
Oh my
so
goodness.
sweet.
That is the cutest kid I have ever seen. Wow. I really hope when he gets older, like he actually remembers,
Yeah.
like that Beyonce like sent him flowers as a kid,
He
right?
must feel so special. Like he's gonna look back at that and be like, yeah, Beyonce sent me flowers.
Well, he probably doesn't even realize. He's like, oh yeah, it's my friend Beyonce, right? And then when he grows up, he'll be like,
It's such like a minuscule moment in his life right now. Maybe when he grows up, we'll see.
Yeah.
That was insane how that happened.
It's nice to see like Beyonce kind of interacting with like you know her audience.
Yeah, I think it's adorable.
Well, thanks, Jack. Up next, an all-new Pack Chat right after this break.
Welcome back to the Pack Chat, our student voice opinion segment. I'm your host, Millie Suarez, joined by co-host Kason Johnson, filling in for Austin Makaborski, Molly Pinkerton, and guest Mia Morneau as we discuss this week's most trending topics. Let's get started. First, the term brain rot has become more apparent with Gen Z. This particular term has been popularized by Gen Alpha, using words like skibbity, riz, phantom tax, and so much more. Most find these words and phrases to be peak comedy and tend to use it consistently in day-to-day conversation, but others not so much. So has this gone on too long? And what do y'all think of people in Gen Z using this type of slang?
You can go first.
Okay. I was just getting ready. Okay, so I feel like having a conversation with somebody who uses that kind of slang is like waking up early in the morning.
Yeah. Keep
where
it
you
on
have
the
like
internet.
no idea what the person is saying. You like wake up and they're like scooby scooby roos, scooby roos, scooby.
I already can't read that and like take anything that this person says seriously.
Yeah.
If you say it out loud,
Mm-hmm.
it just goes in one ear and out the other.
I feel like people, this is kind of me, but people, oh, this is so mean.
People?
People in this class,
Yeah,
they can say some like,
mentioned.
Gen Alpha stuff.
Uh-huh.
I feel like Gen Alpha.
You're too old for that.
You're too
Yeah.
old for this. Gen Z should not be saying like,
Yeah.
oh, skibbity, oh,
Would you say
Riz.
Would you say there are any exceptions? What are y'all's favorite
No.
terms?
What are the ages of Gen
Zero exceptions.
Oh.
I think that they're all
many favorite
equally
terms?
horrible.
How many can you name? How many can you
I
name?
really like TikTok Riz Party. I'm not gonna
Really?
lie. with
That's
that.
the one.
I think it's
I
really
really
funny.
like I really like yacht. I feel like
Absolutely
it
not.
really just perfectly
Yeah.
like says what you want.
I
you
actually
know?
saw an Instagram reel this morning where it was a promposal and it said you've got to go to prom.
Yeah, and it was like written in like kindergarten writing. Like what type of promposal? Anyway, yeah.
Okay.
It's funny.
There's some exceptions in my book. Next up, touchscreens in vehicles are getting bigger and bigger. Nowadays, it's way more common for cars to have touchscreens, if not expected when entering a vehicle. From just playing music to a range of smart cars like Tesla having voice control, media platforms like Netflix and YouTube, as well as a mobile Wi-Fi hotspot. So, what would y'all say are the pros and cons of touchscreens in cars?
I think the pros and cons like might be like actually this isn't pros and cons, but I feel like lately like all the cars have been like getting like such big screens. Like, you know what I mean? Like new cars are like, having these like big screens that are on the
I feel like it
whole
just
car.
gets distracting at
And
some point.
like, how am I supposed to focus on driving if it's like a screen?
And then in
Like,
a
I
Tesla,
don't
you don't
know.
even drive.
I had
It's like,
somebody.
Like you watch Netflix.
I had someone pull
Yeah.
up to my house before prom, and they just rented out a
Cybertruck.
Cybertruck. And I went inside, and the screen is like, it was like
TV?
almost a giant, like a computer monitor size
Dang.
screen. Which I honestly, it's really cool because it like scans like the street and like the signs, and you can see like cars in front of you.
It's cool in concept.
It's cool in concept, but I feel like it's very distracting. I feel like it's kind of just like,
Yeah, this
It's
one-
also
Taking
like
away the
getting
point
rid
of
of
it,
like
yeah.
all the knobs and buttons that make it like easier to like
And
just
I think
turn on like
knobs
the
and
air
buttons are so
conditioning.
Exactly.
They
Knobs
are,
and buttons
and I
are
think
so cute, like
that's
the
the
old-
real issue.
yeah.
is
yeah,
that,
I feel like
where's
you,
the cuteness?
you know,
Yeah.
you know
For
what knob
real.
is air conditioning. You know what knob is
You have to, like,
your
yeah.
music.
They put
like,
everything
sure
on
is
the
everything.
touch on the
Yeah.
You
touch
have to
screen,
look. You
and it
have
makes
to
it
look.
so
I
much
wonder how
more
old-
difficult.
to
I
drive.
wonder how old people like react when they see like cars with like big old TVs in
Yeah.
them. Like,
I
they're
think they
probably,
just
like,
have an aneurysm
They're
on
probably
the
like,
spot.
what the heck is this life now?
For real.
Like, what is going on?
Finally, cyberstalking is more common than you think. While some take the creepy route and genuinely stalk, there lies a more lighthearted way to go about it. In a Cosmopolitan article, the writer spoke about her obsession with excessively keeping up with people she knew years back, following up with every social she could find, and perhaps a distant family member of theirs too. So do y'all think that's weird or what?
Yeah. Respectfully, yeah. I think it's weird.
Honestly, I think we should just go back to normal stalking at this point.
Stop!
Oh my god.
No,
I think you to say yeah.
Kason, I have 2 pairs of bird watching binoculars that we can go.
Yeah, the classic bird watching.
You have a car. I think this is
a stakeout.
untouched
But I
territory
like, me personally, I just, even if I just talked to you once, there's probably like a 95% guarantee I've looked at all of your social media. I've looked through all of your reposts.
Really?
Yeah, every single whatever.
What is that? What do you think that says about a person?
Repost literally, like you can just read a person's, like it just like you can just see how the person is.
That's
your
TikTok.
reposts are funny. Your reposts are funny. Your reposts are like half and half, like emo stuff and like, yeah.
I think it's like kind of weird, but I'm not gonna I do it.
I just want to know. I just want to be
catching up with
updated.
people. I'm just new post, private account. I'm just I just want to know what's up with people. I feel like everyone does it. You cannot tell me you don't stalk
I just need to know. It's an itch.
People cannot tell me. I bet everyone.
Maybe it could be a good thing.
Maybe you guys are
Like, you're
trapped in your own
interesting.
little world. Maybe I'm the normal one here.
No.
Okay. All right, and that's all for today. But remember, to Wolfpack, but there's always time to chat. We'll be right back after this break.
Now it's time for your pet of the week. This week we have Junior Erica Michael 6 mixed tuxedo cat Radar. Radar is a 5-year-old cat and is the family favorite. He got his name because he meows so much, his family uses it as a radar to find him whenever he's roaming around. He's a very heavy cat, being 20 pounds, which is bad because he loves sitting on people's laps. If you would like your pet to be featured on Pet of the Week, direct message us on our Instagram account @CPHS News or tweet us your videos in a short bio of your pet.
And that's today's Wolfcast. Thank you for taking your time to join us during your den.
You can catch anything you missed and more on our X, YouTube, or TikTok @CPHS News.
We have no show tomorrow, so good luck to all those who are taking Star. With CPHS News, I'm Lulu Lynch.
I'm Reed Cummins.
And I'm Maddie Cooper in for Kira Cox. Remember to make it a great day or not, the choice is yours. Have a Wildflower Wednesday, Cedar Park.